Destroy All Monsters. Okay, Destroy All Monsters was directed by actually the last film is with Hiroshi Honda, who did a lot of the most of the films in the 1960s. And this was supposed to be the final film in the series, but because of the success of this movie in Japan, they decided to keep it going, and we got the horribly ridiculous and awful Godzilla's Revenge from 1969, as well as the classic psychedelically weird from 1971, Godzilla versus the Smog Monster. Okay, this movie takes place in the year 1999, and up to this point, all the monsters of the world were gathered together in Ogasawara Island. There was eventually on this movie is known as Monsterland, and the scientists on the island are doing like a thorough study of them. So because they were deemed too dangerous, and what they do is they have these special barriers to keep the monsters from escaping. And what they use is this special gas or something to keep the monsters according to their own instincts and habits, including Godzilla, Mothra, Rodan, to keep them from escaping. And of course, all of a sudden, strange green smoke starts to emit into the base, that knocking out all the scientists as well as the kaiju on the island. And there's this really laughable scene with Rodan landing right on top of Anguirus. It's pretty funny. So all of a sudden, the monsters escape Ogasawara Island. They break the barriers and they start attacking the cities of the world. Godzilla attacks New York. Rodan attacks Moscow, and Mothra invades Beijing, and Gorosaurus destroys Paris. So the scientists of the Moonlight SY3, have to go and investigate the quick-witted and spiffy guy from the Moonlight SY3 has to investigate the phenomenon. The government is wondering what happened, so they decide to dispatch them to stop. And then they run into this strange alien race known as Kelox. It's actually a bunch of women. The aliens on this movie are a lot different from the ones that we saw, the Exilians from the earlier film. The Invasion of the Astro Monster on here, they're all women, and it's pretty funny though, because I guess they're supposed to colonize the planet, so they have to sacrifice some lives in order to do it. And in a last ditch effort, I guess the clever scientists are able to find out what is keeping the monsters, what's causing the monsters to attack the cities. They find these strange metallic pieces located in different parts of the world in remote locations, and it is the same device they use to. It's like they put in the subjects the back of their head, including Kyoko, one of the main villains on this film. She's one of the main um, protagonists of this movie, and also they're able to regain control of the monsters, and in one last ditch effort, the Keylocks call upon probably one of the greatest and most well known villains of Godzilla and his allies, King Ghidorah, to have this awesome final battle royal. Okay, a lot of monsters that we've seen in previous films return on this movie because Anguirus is back on this movie. He hadn't been seen since the 1955's Godzilla Raids Again. Manda's on here. Mothra, of course, came back. Rodan is here. Baran does come on for a little bit, and Manda actually has a pretty good scene on this movie. He's when they raid Tokyo. So there's actually a deleted scene where Manda attacks Godzilla, and I guess they start fighting. And it wouldn't have made any sense to put this part of the movie if the monsters or the kaiju are under the control of the Keylocks. And there's also a lot of really good scenes with so a lot of the monsters are this is the one movie where they're all over the place, like all the kaiju, including Godzilla. There's a lot of scenes where the monsters are actually on the screen, because a lot of movies there tends to be a lot of talk before there's actually any action. So that's probably one of the redeeming values of this movie. And of course, the dialogue, the cast of this movie is it's pretty laughable. It's pretty cheese. It's straight up cheese, because the captain from the Moonlight SY3. But I think there's monsters here too. Well, maybe. No, I won't. And I'm taking some of you out of here. He won't talk because he knows too much. Open all rockets. Open them all the way. And there is an actually really funny. A lot of the voices on here are hilarious, and the dialogue is just, all you got to do is just turn your brain off for a little while and just forget about the dialogue and just enjoy the movie. Because, like I said, the kaiju are all over this movie. It's a pretty awesome movie. It's the only movie of its kind, really, except Godzilla Final Wars, because you can't really compare the too much because it's just from a different era. And probably one of the most hilarious parts of this movie is Dr. Stevenson, one of the only another American actor that came on this movie, who he looks like he's about 53 or something, but they gave him the voice of an 85-year-old man. Doctor, this was delivered interference. So he kind of sounds a little bit older than he looks. He's so it's really funny. I mean, this movie is probably one of the best movies. It is on my top 10 favorite and best movie of the Godzilla franchise of all time. It is one of my favorites of all time, and it is a fan favorite. So there is talk of Legendary making, or I think Garrett Edwards wanted to do a remake of Destroy All Monsters. I'm not quite sure, so don't really quote me on that. But I looked on the Godzilla website since they put it up a couple years ago. So overall, I'm gonna give this movie Stop the Press. That was good. I'm gonna give it Stop the Press. That was a good rating because this movie is probably one of my favorite. It is awesome. It is and there's the final battle that takes place, and also one of the returning monsters is the son of Godzilla. Minya returns for this movie as well, and there's a really funny scene where you see Minya actually help Godzilla and the rest of the monsters, including Gorosaurus and Guirus and Godzilla, to ravage King Ghidorah, and they're able to kill him when Minya throws one of his smoke rings on top of one of the heads, while the other monsters are biting it to death, and Godzilla is stepping on one of King Ghidorah's necks. It's pretty awesome because you see the thing spitting out blood. It looks really. I mean, like I said, it's supposed. This movie, a lot of these movies were aimed at children, but it's pretty questionable because when you see blood coming out of I know everybody knows it's suitmation, but still for the time that it came out, it could have been a rated PG-13 type film. But and also there's one of the most laugh out loud moments of the movie is how there's a commentator, I guess. There's a commentator, and it turns into a WWE or old WWF wrestling show because the guy's like, the monsters will now engage in Mortal Kombat, and I'm sure they'll win. Listen to the monsters and their cries in horror of sudden death. So it's pretty funny, and okay, if you like this video, share this video, subscribe to this channel. I am trying to reach 2,000 subscribers. Please help me out. Comment on this video. Let me know what is your favorite part of this movie, or let me know what is your favorite kaiju on this movie that came on that you want to see come back in later films. And because Toho is going to be making more Godzilla films pretty soon, and after Godzilla vs. Kong in 2020, so we're going to get a new movie every year from Toho. And I wanted to tell you guys that because I don't know if you guys are aware of that yet. If you heard any news on it, but anyways, okay, let me know what you think of this channel. Please help me out and give me some feedback. Press a like on this video because I really worked hard because a lot of this stuff, it takes time to do this, and it requires some acting skill. I do have some acting skills because I did a couple dramas when I was younger. So even the smallest lines actually take a little bit of a ditch effort, even though a lot of this stuff is improv because I like doing improvs on my videos. So okay, once again, like I said, this channel is really I'm really stepping up to the plate here, and I really want to give you guys great entertainment. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video because this movie was pretty awesome. I still love it. I still watch it. It's probably one of the most watched Godzilla movies in my collection, as probably as well in yours. And once again, let people know about this channel and hit that notification bell too, because I am going to be doing more videos coming soon. And I'm going to be doing another commercial, and I've been rehearsing for that one for quite some time, and I hope you enjoy it. And it is my ditch effort to give you guys the best possible content, the acting, the comedy, the weirdness, the goofiness that is this blog, because I am still your reviewer, and I am the YouTube alternative, and I will see you guys pretty soon. All right, bye.